Camera disconnected.
Go with honor.
Stuff disconnected. Your impulse disconnected. Shock disconnected.
Welcome, friend. Dionysaka.
This curse has not broken me yet. What are we without the sky? blowing. Draw back the veil. Remember, the sun burns the flesh.
Shadows
Only in
gather.
shadow will you find refuge.
The eternal sun guides us.
Hey, what's up, man?
The
So,
Gorduni
I
have
was
been
doing some
disconnected
thinking
from the
about what
Empire
was
for
going on
too
with that
long.
last fight.
You really
I
think
might
a
have
wall
better
can
way to do
stop
that.
us?
You don't think. Yeah, what's up?
No.
Well, so what I noticed was happening is that when I
Remember
was
the
grabbing that
Sunwell.
first set of ads,
Keep your wits about
when
you.
he was like Gorfine's
Farewell.
grasping or dropping his D&D, he was
Remember the
pulling that
Sunwell.
second or
We're going to
part of
enjoy
my
this.
first set, and that was having me to go back and have to keep pulling them. What I was thinking is, when I get that first group rounded up, if all he does is blood boil the second set of ads, he'll never Gorfine's grasp and pull mine in.
Yeah, that'll work. Why not just, like, from the beginning, why doesn't, like, all it takes is for DK, one drop D&D, and then they just death grip. The D&D is gonna pull them to you regardless.
But the way they're all spread out, D&D just doesn't cover
Yes,
so
sir.
wide of an area. So
So,
like
like,
he
he-
drop it on 2,
We
and
need
then
to
Death
destroy
Grip on
does.
all
3rd.
of these
It does.
wards before we can
D&D
use
is
the
the
scroll of
same
mass
width as a healing
teleportation.
rain and a druid's mushroom. It'll cover that entire circle. That's where they spawn from.
I can just drop it in the dead center and it hit all 3.
Yeah, it'll just cover the entire area. And And then you just literally that's all Adrian does, dude. Is he just walks over there and just drops Mockingbird and they come running. And that's basically what a D&D is. You just drop it and they come running. You Gorfing grass any straggler. And then like with me in there, I'm already spreading my flame shock on them. So as soon as you get them in the circle, I go fire Nova, fire Nova. They're like dead, dude.
To be fair though, Mocking Banner is a 30-yard range.
What's that? 20, 25? Right, beef?
Mocking Banner?
No, you
That's
are.
okay. Is 30-yard range, so I think
No,
I can
that's
place
it.
out 30 yards. I don't know if it covers 30 yards.
No, it doesn't. It covers 10.
That'd be terrifying if I covered 30 yards.
But you also got Defile you can drop on there.
I do have Defile, and it uses the exact same cooldown. D&D turns
sure.
into Defile.
Yeah, so you just drop D&D, whatever, Defile, and then you
I
just...
was actually offsetting it, placing it between two of the closest adds, and having to death grip the other one. But while I was doing all that, I mean, if I didn't have Unholy Blight up, I'd have to spend a GCD trying to down him up, and then after that, spamming Blood. And then as I'm walking him back to my circle, the second ad is just about spawning, and I'm thinking that he was working fast because some of them are getting pulled right back to him. Pull some more back out to him.
With the D&D, you can just... I mean, with the DK, D&D, you go over, you death grip them over, and then you stand inside the circle, and they come in with you. You pop a person, every person before you get in the circle. DK is unsilenceable. So
When I got
you're
us,
and IBF. So you're unsilenceable 100% of the time when you're doing that. And then once they're in there, they die within seconds. Like that's
just, I'll pop AMS and I'll be invulnerable, or I'll be unsilenceable. But what's happening is some of those ads get hunted back off, and when I only have 2 ads, it just feels like a waste. So I'll attempt to get that third one out, and then by that time my AMS is dropping off, and then I'll have to run to the other side again, and then I will be silenced.
It's because one of you wasn't enough to handle the ads before. When we first tried it, one of you guys couldn't handle it. So I said, why don't we just do both you tanks pick it up?
That was really chaotic.
That's where it got chaotic. But
I mean, if he would just blood boil the second wave and just death grip the one that was farthest away from him, and then he could use whatever the fuck he wanted on phase 3 or the
no, we
third
need
set.
them in, dude. Like, how it should really play out is, if we have a DK tank. DK tank goes D&D in the center.
Yeah, but you were having me take the first wave first.
Alright. Well, when we first did it, I had you just take the ads, and you couldn't take the ads. What should happen in a realistic world is, with a DK tank, okay, I can go over every situation of a tank. DK tank goes D&D in the middle, Ghost stands over, and they go grip all right to them, not in the middle, right to them goes blood boil, backs into the
That
face.
was working. Now you're talking about the dead center, as in like literally where boss is standing.
Yeah, you can D&D right there.
Inside Jesus Beam.
Yeah.
Is that also a suppression field? The Jesus Beam?
No, you just boom. Like I just drop a healing rain. Even the outer edge will be covered. The outer edge of the Jesus Beam. So when they spawn, as a tank, you have the highest threat on them. And then once they start funneling to you, they funnel to you, funnel to you, funnel to you. Death grip all, pop your whatever, IBF, AMS, back into the thing, and they're dying.
D&D isn't enough. You actually have to throw some blood boils in there.
D&D's gotta be enough to hold threat.
It's really not when that other tank is also trying to do it.
The other tank should...
I know we say don't DPS the ads, but let's be real here. If I'm gonna throw them all in the center there, you got the melee blowing them the fuck up in the center. There's gonna be splash damage, and it's going to pull some threat on those ads. So I'm gonna blood boil maybe once, maybe twice, maybe 3 times. I mean, if I really have to, and they're all in the same area, and then I'll start to kite them over. And then as I'm kiting them over, what's happening is either A, he's taunting the other groups, which is pulling some of them towards him, or one of the other DPS is trying to get threat on him.
I don't think a DPS is trying.
What's happening is I was pulling those 3 into the circle, and then as I'm running to the other side of the circle, 1 or 2 might splash off, so I would have to either A, taunt him back over it, or B, he was just going to run loose on one of the DPS.
Like I know I was picking up 2 to 3 each time, and I would just pop my speed increase, pop a personal, run, jump over the fucking circle, and then just go
that
fire into a
bugs
fire.
with me that even if you were to do that, because I don't know that you have it. I'm not
They're dead.
looking at you
Dude,
too.
I'm
I
running
just
dead.
know that ad is on somebody else. And I'm freaking the
I'm
fuck out
running
trying to
dead,
get that
and
ad
they're
up.
dead. They're dead. Like all I have to do, you don't understand. Like I'm holding back. I'm like a lot on these ads, dude. I can kill them instantly. I can kill.
Are you saying can you take the first wave then, and then he can just sit on boss, and I can take 2 and 3? Because honestly, having one tank on one wave is kind of a waste, especially
There
if
should
you got
be
DPS
one
pulling
tank on all of them. Like that's
cool.
really what.
Then yeah, you should set that up. But you were having it
I
where
had
we were
it.
fighting over it.
Yeah, because you couldn't do it the first time. The first setup was you get all the ads and you couldn't.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I know that D&D dropped in the center. Now it's gonna hit them all.
Okay, like you D&D in the center, you go Blood Boil as you're backing up, Blood Boil as you're backing up, Death Grip off, you'll get 3/4 of them, right?
Because if you're having one
That's
tank
the
pick
last
them
of
up,
it.
then one tank is
won't
going to have to
worry
be in
about
that
them.
one spot for round 3, and then I'll be kiting him to the center. And I can do that just fine. But if you expect me to take that first set of ads so that we can burn that first wave, that's not going to happen. You would need 2 tanks.
I only did that because when we first tried it, you couldn't do it, and I wasn't gonna waste all night. And then I knew camera couldn't do it because we tried that on progression. You know what ultimately should happen is, like, say it's Prot. Prot should go
Anaria
conk,
Shalom.
back up,
reckoning is at
Avenger
hand.
shield, and
Keep
then
your
he
wits
should
about
go
you.
wait, Avenger
We will
shield,
have justice.
throw out his conk
Shalom
again,
Ryan.
and he's already standing in the circle at this point, and they die instantly. We could kill these ads before as they spawn if we wanted to. Like, I mean, I
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, they don't last long. But the key is to get him inside that void
that's how
circle.
fast they have to get to the circle. That's holding us back. Like right now, that's 100% the problem with the fight. There's no other problem with the fight. That's it. The ads are.
How about this? Okay, all DPS does nothing but sit on the boss. Whatever tank is picking up the ad, because you can have the other tank getting ready for the boss, or I mean, well, fuck, if it's the paladin, you can put spot heal on the person inside you. And then that other tank, which would be probably Cam or myself, drops the D&D and wait right on the outside of the circle, and then death grip the ones that were farther away until all 3 waves had spawned. And then that person had threat, and then at one point in time, they would run all the way over to where the circle was, pop AMS, and then Gorfine's grasp themselves and pull them directly into the veil, or the zone. And all at once, all 3 waves get inside the veil.
It's basically you have 6 seconds to get all them ads into that circle.
Yeah, but if I can sit here right on the edge and wait for all 3 waves, because then I got primary threat on the first wave and the second wave, and the third wave is kind of iffy, but it's not gonna matter.
Are you rocking Blood Boil?
Yeah, it's
the
pretty.
talent.
It's
Talent one. Where's spread?
no, you're talking about Unholy Blight, the one where
You should be rocking Unholy Blight, not the Blood Boil when you're doing this, because when you Blood Boil, it's so
there is Blood Boil one. Are you talking about to spread
the
diseases?
talent one, though. Yeah, Blood Boil is
That
called
got
Blood
taken
Boil.
out. It's Plague Bear, Plague Leech, and Unholy Blight.
The
now.
reckoning.
Plague Bear extends the diseases.
Are you doing
whenever
Unholy
use
Blight?
abilities. Plague Leech, you absorb
I shall
both
teleport
diseases
us
and you get
back.
2 runes back, and Unholy Blight is just an AoE for a couple of seconds.
Yeah. Yeah, you should be using Unholy Blight as a DK.
I am. I was.
Yeah, and then you just click it, spreads, D&D's down, and you really don't want to Blood Boil because you're gonna kill him. Blood Boil is so strong.
Yeah, but I'm gonna hit like maybe 1 or 2, and then I'm gonna be waiting for that next wave out, because I don't want to dump all of my runes at once, because then I have nothing
State
for
your
wave
business.
2 and 3,
Now
and
that
that's
we're
when
connected,
people will start
we can
pulling
create
threat.
a portal.
But
to
if
your
I can
base,
just drop
Commander.
D&D,
I'd like to see
and then
your
maybe the
garrison
farther
get
one
your
out, if
mages
D&D
in
doesn't
line.
hit that far, I can taunt it, if not just death grip
Well,
it.
you D&D.
Sit right on the edge in the D&D, pop a blood
Our
boil
enemies
for like
will fall.
1 or 2
We
for the
will
first
have
wave, then
justice.
wave 2 comes out, blood boil again, wait, wave 3 comes out. At that point, I'll hit maybe 1 or 2 blood boils, and then because everything's been sitting in that D&D, I can then run to that circle. They'll slowly start to move towards me, not really fast, but they'll slowly start to move towards me, and then I can Gorfine's Grasp myself with AMS up
Don't
at
be
one point in
shy.
time in one void
You
zone
be
and
careful,
pull all
man.
of them into it.
See,
But that requires everybody to not fuck with those ads.
See,
Until that third ad is
we
out.
can't. We cannot
No, no,
baby
no,
a tank.
No,
No,
because
you
if
can't.
they were all in one spot and it was organized, you guys could nuke them out in seconds in that one zone. So
They
you
have-
wouldn't need to put all that DPS sporadically on those ads as they're spawning. You could just have everyone nuke the fucking boss, and then at one point in time, one tank picks up the boss as soon as he drops out of Jesus Bean, and the one tank has all the other ads in the void zone, and that's when you nuke them all at once for a couple of seconds,
No,
and
you
then get
can't
back
do
on
this,
that boss.
Beef. You can't do this. Them
Why
ads
not?
they have to die as they spawn. That is, you guys is no. You can't go. I'm gonna gather him up, and when he's out of Jesus Beam, we're gonna kill him. You can't do that. We have to nuke this fucking shield. All right, Kel has 1,000,000 damage on the ads. That's 1,000,000 damage away from the boss's shield. See what I'm saying? They have to die. What happens is they spawn. You have D&D.
But
You
have people that have to single target the ads focus on the ads at a later point in time.
No, you can't.
I don't think you realize what I'm saying here.
You're saying if you wait, that's wrong. Like if you're saying wait,
What
it's
do
wrong.
you think is happening here? You tell me what you're thinking, and I'll let you know what is different here. What do you ideally want to have happen?
Alright, here's how it should be. Ads are spawning. We're nuking, we're nuking, we're nuking. As ads spawn, I spread lava lash. Boomkin star falls. High Uncle just waits. He's single target all the way, right? He really has nothing. Kamork goes Divine Storm, while they're spawning up. By now, the first wave is 3/4 dead. Second wave is already spawned. They're halfway dead. The third wave is now spawned, and they should be put inside the
They
circle.
really don't have that much HP. And all you gotta do is just say, alright, ads are in, and then everyone switches, or, pre-designated ones, like, say, me as a Frost DK, I can just hit all of them all at once. You would have Cal, then the other Warlock, just all focus them all at once, and then the Elemental Shaman. And then, all at once, in seconds, they would just be nuked in the Void Zone. You wouldn't have any stragglers, no one would pull threat, they're all in the zone. No one's out of the zone. They're all gonna go off in the zone. But in the meantime, while they're all being grouped up, you have everyone focusing single target when he's taking multiple damage in his Jesus beam. Doing nothing but fucking up that boss while his shield is down.
See, you're
And
not
then
understanding.
when he
That's
gets
what
pulled
it is.
out, then everyone switches for maybe
Like,
5,
you know
6,
that's
7
what we were
seconds
doing
in AoE.
this whole weekend, right? Like, you know that's what we're doing. It was, you pull them in after the Jesus beam is done, a Brewmaster goes over, stuns it, and we blow them up. By then, it is too long. That's why the fucking Void Circle kept spawning. Even the freshest Void Circle was within seconds of despawning, because how it should work, if you watch any video, they are almost dead by the time they enter. It is 100% passive damage.
But you said it yourself. The blood boil would fuck them up itself. If you just have me blood boiling those ads as I'm pulling them in there, why would you need anybody else? And then
can't kill
once
them.
they're in, then anyone else can just say, "All right, they're in," and then you have designated range DPS target them, bam, nuke them to shit in seconds when they're all neatly placed in the center. Then after I Gorfiend's grasp them, I can pop AMS, IBF. I can mitigate a lot of that damage all at once. They're all grouped up. People drop all their fucking AoEs right on that one circle. Done.
Alright,
It would be clean.
For Kamork to walk over there, he's losing
No,
4
fuck
seconds.
Kamork. Kamork would just sit on bots. You wouldn't need him.
Then that's an epic fail. For any caster. Do you know how the fight works, right, Beef? Like, here's
Safe
why we are
travels.
losing.
It's not the boss that we need to worry about. It's those fucking ads.
Because they're not fucking being done correctly by the tank. Like, it's not...
Because you can't pick them up with everybody blowing up on them.
That's your problem. That's
It's really not.
Watch
You got
Fat-
3
watch
separate
Fat
waves
Boss.
on it. I can get maybe the first wave, but then you got 2 and 3 spawning on a delayed timer.
Watch
How the hell
Fat
do you
Boss.
expect me to generate so many more runes at that one point in time?
You gotta save a CD or something. Like,
You
watch...
gotta with the tanks here.
Watch Fat Boss in the other videos, like several videos, how they do it. The first wave that spawns is almost dead as they enter. And then you're getting 1 or 2...
But then you risk people going overboards or the dots blowing them up outside.
Casters should not be touching these. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. To have a caster touch these is 150 to 300% damage loss to this boss. For Kel to do 1 million to them ads is almost 3 million damage to the boss.
Yeah, but you do all that damage in seconds where it's controlled in the beam. while I'm waiting for the worst, the second, and the third waves of ads to spawn, everyone's just blowing up the boss when he doesn't have a shield.
They should be passive, like
And that's okay with a little bit of cleave. I mean, if you have
that's how they die, dude.
he's hitting his final verdict and he gets that free divine shield. Yeah, fuck it, go ahead and spread it. If you got Cal who's just like, all right, I'm gonna use my single target, but I'm gonna pop up Rain of Fire while that's going down. Yeah, that's okay.
That's a loss. This is what I'm trying to explain.
Why is it a loss? Because it's just cleave damage. Well, I'm sitting right there on the edge of Jesus beam, gathering all 3 waves. And then as soon as the boss drops out of Jesus beam, you got the other tank immediately picking him up. And then I run over to that one void zone, pop AMS, Gorfine's Grasp myself, all of the ads, all at once, because on one cooldown, which is my Gorfine's Grasp, all get pulled in, and then blood boil, and then a few range drop an AoE.
And the boss has already been broken out, and the other tank is running with Arcane. We've tried that.
Okay. What's wrong with the one tank running with the boss? He's done it before.
Damage. Like, do you understand? The reason we can't kill this is because of damage, and it's because
you just said it yourself. The problem was the ads.
Because of damage. Like, Kel. All right, for her to fucking use. Oh my God. Like, are you listening? For Kel to use a GCD
I'm listening to what you're saying.
Like, for Kel, I'm listening to what you're saying, dude. It's wrong. For you don't understand how much casters do. For us to waste any time on these ads is why we can't kill.
You're not wasting ads because you're spending all that time focusing on the boss.
You just said
no. Okay, let me step by step. This is how it goes. Okay, everyone, as soon as he goes into Jesus Beam, melee are on the edge, range are nuking the boss, right? When he's in Jesus Beam, fucking him up, right? And then first wave spawns. You got 3 ads that spawn sporadically around the circle. Okay, if I got D&D down or Defile down, and then they're all going to funnel to me, that first wave, I'm going to be sitting there, I'm going to blood boil once, maybe twice, make sure I have runes for the second one. Second wave spawns, do the exact same thing. Okay, third wave spawns, right as it spawns, if I really wanted to, I could Gorfine's Grasp them right then and there. Or, I can wait for them to get right back to me, and then I can immediately turn right around, go to the next void zone that I see that is anywhere near that boss. Pop AMS, target myself, Gorfine's Grasp, all 3 waves, all at once, immediately in that fucking circle. And then at that point, one person calls out, alright, hit the ads. Pre-designated DPS that know that they have the AoE, turn around and in a few short moments, nuke the fuck out of those ads, with me blood boiling the shit out of them. They will go down all in that void zone.
Do you understand that's what we did this weekend, right? Like, that's exactly what we did.
I do that.
No, Camera was doing it several times. The problem is that is a loss. Like, all right, for you.
Because you have all the DPS focusing directly on the boss?
No, because you're not DPSing the shield, dude. The shield is the problem.
The shield's not up. He's charging. At that point, he doesn't have a shield. Even the magic damage is damaging him.
When the third wave comes out, he's out of his shield. You know this, right? When that third wave comes up, he has 2 seconds. He comes out of his shield. It would take you 2 seconds to get into position to get them ads in there, correct? All right. 2 seconds after that is when he casts Arcane on the tank. The ads are halfway. We all switch and nuke him. The boss is running with the tank. Because this is what happened the first attempt we did this. Was now the boss is hauling ass away. And we're losing melee damage, who can do damage. We're losing caster damage because we need that shield down. And everybody's focused on the ads. And now Melee's chasing down the boss. And then the other tank who just got rid of the ads taunts him. Now Melee is chasing them back around. So we lost probably...
Why not just have Melee help me with the ads in the void zone? And when I taunt, because right after the ads are done, I'm going to taunt and they're going to go right back to me. Melee has to run maybe halfway the distance between one tank to the other tank. And then follow him back to that first tank who just killed the ads.
That's a damage loss, because as that's
happening, there's gonna be a damage loss somewhere.
No, how it should work is, for example,
I just think that would be a lot cleaner. You would guarantee and ensure that no AoE damage is out. No one would pulling off boss to inflate their numbers, because let's be real here, you know do it. But
we've done this. Like, this is what we did this weekend and yesterday, and we're hitting.
The next time this happens, please just give me 1 or 2 attempts. Try it this
fine. I gave you the first attempt tonight.
No problem. Then we continue wiping and fucking up whatever we have been doing. I'm proposing a way that, in my mind, would work. It'd be a lot
We'll go
cleaner.
for it. I mean, watch some videos, dude, and watch how they do it. Like, they die as they spawn, and that is how they should be done. For example, when they spawn up, I go flame shock, lava lash, spread my flame shock. All right, and I just wait. They're ticking down. Your blood boiling. They're ticking down. Kamor should throw a divine storm, divine storm. Now he has his mastery on them. All right, this is all we're doing. Pure DPS now to the boss. The Boomkin Starfalls, pure huge DPS to this boss now, and it's nuking these ads. That alone, by the time before that kills them ads, should be in that circle. That's enough to kill the ads.
Yeah, but I'm gonna have to stay there the entire time until that third wave is there. And yeah, if you want to do that much damage to him, but I can tell you right now, by the time that third wave spawns, that first wave is probably dying right there. So we're gonna get some explosions. Ads, not inside the
We
void
do
zone.
that anyway. Even if you group them up, it's gonna be like we're getting one or two. That's not a big deal. The problem is we're getting lingering ones, and people are killing them when frost orbs out. Now that's 33k extra damage onto the 133 that we're taking. That's where we're dying, or we're killing a spare ad when the orbs hit, and then that's just too much damage.
I guess the only thing that we could really tweak would be rather than one tank immediately rushing with the first wave to a void zone.
Is
Just have them
gradually
sit right
kiting them.
outside of the Jesus beam, right next to where melee is, but not directly on top of them, but kind of askewed.
Yes, and gradually kiting them back to the closest one. So like the first ones come out, like they'd be almost dead. Like maybe one or two is gonna die on the outside. But what damage is going out? None at that time. No orbs are dropping. He does no magical damage at this time. So one or two exploding is not a big deal.
Maybe we're focusing too much on getting them in the void zone then.
Yes, and then DPS is focusing too much on burn them down, they're in the void zone. And we're losing so much damage on the shield. Like that's what's happening. Is when he breaks out, we're losing that damage. Where melee's not getting their pure damage on him. That gradually ticks him down, and range is losing the shield. So then when we finally get
thinking about having specific DPS focus on the ads and everyone else just focus on the boss.
people should know what they can do. Like it boils down to that. Like where Kel should know.
But when you hear people say, "Oh my God, the ads are in the zone," even if you're not optimal to take down those ads, people are gonna hear that and go, "Oh my God, I should stop burning boss and get on those ads." Maybe just say, "You are a single target class. You don't even touch those fucking ads. You focus primarily on us." And then,
That's what I said
as
the
you
first
mentioned,
time. Remember I said when I had that big long speech, I said, Range, you need to fucking do this. And then I had High Uncle interrupt me in the middle of it and talk about positioning and shit. Like, that's what I was talking about. If you're a single target fucking pure range class, you were to do nothing but burn this boss. If you are nothing but a pure DPS, you were to do nothing but burn this boss.
I think there's some confusion there, and that's possibly why the ads are going haywire.
People like Hunkle and others were like interrupting and bitching, and then people were like, "Oh, it's the fucking tanks," and it's not the tanks. It's people don't understand their class and want numbers. That is our number one problem right now. Is people care so fucking much about topping these goddamn charts that nobody's doing the correct thing. You know, like if you go back and look at Butcher and see how many people did not pop personals, or how many healers, like just like we were talking about healers on this fight, always trying to get the best numbers instead of the most efficient mana healing. And that's the number one problem we're having right now. Like as the tank should work, whether it's a DK or anybody, is you would stand up skewed on the very outside and you would pick them up. You don't need D&D to pick the first wave up, right?
I really don't.
No, but as you're pulling them back, you throw D&D down where the next spawn will. Then they're going to come to you, because as you pull the first wave in, they're dead. Starfall, my Fire Nova, and Comork's Mastery, and
I don't know if I can actually move that first wave into a zone.
They're going to die fast.
Yeah, so they're probably gonna die outside. First wave, we're probably just gonna have to nut it up and go, hey, they're gonna explode.
Yeah, it'll probably be 2 that'll explode, but we're exploding 2 regardless. Sometimes more. So I'm cool with that.
How about we just burn that first wave, and then second and third, that's when tanks really want to pick them up, and then cleave damage, just pulling them in there to get them down.
Gradually pull them back, because I didn't even go the ads. Once I seen they got in there, I was like, Fire Nova, dead. Like they die instantly. You can see I was holding
They
back.
do explode.
Yeah, 18% of my damage was my AoE. I did 1.10 million. Kel to match me almost 1 million on these ads. That means she was so focused in these things, dude. She was casting Cataclysm. She shouldn't even have Cataclysm because that's a pure AoE fucking damage dealer. Like, I don't know what Destro rocks, but I just know that's a huge AoE damage dealer.
But they have chosen
Cataclysm
the
for
wrong
Destro
side
luck.
in this conflict.
That's their power AoE, right? And then there's another talent that is a pure DPS talent, right? Just single target burst.
Yeah, like right now at the moment they use Doomguard, like always having it out.
Yep. And then Hunkle's rocking Supernova. I believe that's a talent he's sacrificing for a single target talent. But like that's the problem. Everybody wants these numbers. And with all the bitching, complaining, and raid, I don't have time with the whispers and everything to go over what people's damages are. So I'm not having time to look at this shit when, like, tonight, it was all about, I don't want to do mechanics. Why isn't Boom doing mechanics? I don't want to fucking do mechanics. Like, that's what I'm dealing with. I'm dealing with whispers. Why isn't Boom doing it? I hear fucking Boomkins are great. It's like, you're the one that's fucking doing it. You did it before. You're fucking doing it. Like, I don't get what the problem is.
Physically, that particular fight, what improvements? Like what's
On
the
current-
plan next time we go in there for the ads and tanking primarily for those Jesus beams?
Tank just needs to
Quick recap.
Tank would just need to grab them, dude. Like, literally, he needs to grab them, pull them back, maybe watch a video or 3. Because every video is the exact same with these ads. You pick up the first 3, drag them into the circle, they explode. As the second pack happens, they pick them up.
I don't have time to get the first pack into the void zone.
Unless you move the void
Before
zone
that
a bit
second,
closer.
and yeah, that would really help out. Just to have right
We
next
have
to
void
it.
zones like literally right next to the thing.
No, we
we
have
could-
quite a bit of space, like on the edge of that inner circle.
It's
not
probably
farther out.
the later one. Like, we could always maybe make that first one and move it forward. Like, alright, he's getting ready to go to the middle. All range could scoot in, and then whoever gets picked, we can just have it slam right on the outside of that circle and literally just blow him up into it. We could do that. I know, that's
That would be easier because I mean, if I could just sit right on the edge of the Jesus beam, pick up those ads, and then maybe walk a few steps, and then bam, there's a zone right there. Ideally, that's best case
It should
scenario.
only be a couple steps. Like, it
Well,
really
well,
should.
Usually it's not because you have everyone all spread out. There's some
The
distance that has
close
to be
ones
traveled.
the close ones are despawning, and the
Maybe
earliest ones are far.
as a DK for that fight, I should take off chill plates.
Oh, I would, yeah.
Just because I'm gonna get to those ads and they're so much quicker. That's honestly, like, I probably should have done that from the start. Going into it, that's what I'm gonna do. Because those ads move pretty goddamn slow.
Oh,
That way,
like,
I
could
could put on Death Advance for my tank spec, and then that gives me a movement speed
for the arcane.
Yeah.
Like that, everybody's just worried about their damage and they just want to blow up, and we're falling behind. And every time he goes into the beam, we fall behind more because we're losing more and more damage. We had so much magical damage tonight, and we still couldn't take his shield fast enough. Like, why? I don't understand how we couldn't take his shield fast enough. Like, it looks like Hunkle's probably the only one doing it correctly from what I see. He has the least amount on ads, besides Bart. Looks like Bart died rather early on this one. Like, I mean, it looks like Nova can't do the mechanics. Like, I know my wife's pissed because she can't Starfall. Like, she's supposed to be the top caster in this fight because of Starfall. It just destroys the boss. And she could soak the beam if she could Starfall. Because that's all they do, is they go Starfall ... because they get 3 dots, and they just Starfall on CD. And that's how they nuke. But like, Kel, it's all fucking AoE. Hunkle, it's all mostly pure damage. Like, he did 400k less. Most of it's Supernova. You know, which he can cut that out. I don't know what talent is there instead. I imagine a good one. Like, yeah, I guarantee he's not taking Nether Tempest, which he should be. Like, a lot of people aren't changing talents, dude. Like, they're going for how much can I fuck up? Because if I really want to, dude, like, me and the tank could take out these ads. I could Fire Nova and put, like, you see my AoE between me and a
That
one
would be
DK.
so much easier for me if everyone just kind of was on the same page. If you just had, yeah, it was just 1 or 2 DPS that were like, oh, we're working on our.
That's what it should be, dude. Like, they want numbers. They need to stop AoE, and they're gonna get numbered. Like, for real. They're gonna do 100% increased damage upon their 100% they're gonna get back without the shield. Like, gee, blow that fucking boss up. Like, I don't know why and switching to ads puts us behind. Because we're still on ads when the boss comes out of his beam. So how many seconds are we losing on the shield that we have to get down? And that's why, you know, even though we do the fight mechanics perfect, we can't kill it. Because we'll always hit that soft orb and rage because we can never just put him down.
Wait, you said the boss takes more damage when he's in the field?
Only from casters. 100% more. What's that?
I don't know where I'm looking, but
Yeah, they take 100% from the caster. Like if you look at Arcane Blast from Hunkle, 94k maximum.
I don't. Where am I find that?
Find what?
Damage increase. I'm looking on the dungeon journal right now. I see
Oh,
charging.
the dungeon journal is broken, dude.
Oh, well, fuck.
Yeah, it's there's a lot of shit not in there. Like it doesn't show a lot of the mythic abilities either, like Bracken Spores and shit.
Oh, maybe that's what I was. Oh yeah, it was on normal.
Yeah.
Hold on.
If you're looking at like, if you're watching your DBM or anything, when he goes in that shield, you can see that he gets the vulnerability debuff, which doubles the magic damage he takes.
Only magic. Yeah, that's why Hunkle did 140k max hit with Prismatic Crystal. Arcane Blast 94. Kel was doing 94k Chaos Bolt. That's why I was telling you, like, for them to waste 1 GCD on that is not even worth it at all. Like, that hurts the rate so bad. Like, Kel going Rain of Fire, dude, that's gonna destroy it if she can get off a cast with 1 GCD. You know, same with Hunkle. Same with the Shaman.
So why would you want the DPS working on those ads to begin with?
That's what I've been trying to tell you, even Arnian. They shouldn't be.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't want them on the ads. I want me to be able to gather them
Well,
up.
you're
And
saying,
then
wait,
once the Jesus beam goes down.
You can't. Once the Jesus beam goes down, for them to switch, you lost the fight. 100% you lost the fight right
Well,
there.
they don't have the damage buff after
No,
Jesus
but
beam's done.
their job is more important than anything else. Melee will gradually take him down.
Yeah,
Magic
well,
has
I'm
to
gonna
take
take
the
ads.
shield. Like, you know, he gets a stacking buff that increases everything he does. All the magic he casts is increased per stack.
Which is why you get the shields.
Which is why you gotta break the shield and get an orb. What happening is we're spending so much time, especially casters, after, you know, trying to coordinate, get them perfect, these ads.
Because they're not gathered correctly. Because people are sporadically burning them down and tanks are scrambling to get them. And while we have to pick them up, we're not having them sit in the zone.
No, but we're too worried, like, healers, like, they can't explode. They can't explode. Like, we can have 2, 3 explode as long as they're periodic, and it's not while the boss is active. When the boss is active, there is no damage besides tank and the guy in the middle. And I imagine 3 healers out of our 5 could keep the guy in the middle up.
When the boss is not active. When the shield's going.
Technically one actually.
Like, Jirok should be able
Just
to
goes back.
Jimmy. Like, with all you guys' HOTS, Jirok should be able to spam him up. I don't know, like, I know I was dipping and I was healing myself. So, that's iffy. We'll say 3 out of 5 healers to keep the guy in the middle. 2 to keep beef up. What other damage is there? Like, we could probably just blow a seed either.
That's what I was thinking.
And just blow them fucking ads up.
At least blow the first wave, yeah.
Because I could kill them by myself, beef. Like, I have to hold back. Soon as they spawn, I already spread my flame shock is spread immediately, and then I could Fire Nova, and they're almost dead with the Fire Nova in your blood boil. I mean, you look at it, my AOE was 700k with Fire Nova alone.
The issue is just getting them all into melee range. Without people pulling them up and pulling them. And then what makes it worse is when you got 2 tanks that are not stacking together, fighting over those ads.
Yep, it should have been both of you take. What really worked good was when whoever picked up the boss took the boss to the fucking ads. That was really sexy. Like, that would be really great, because I know a lot of the melee could just cleave from there. But range has got to calm down, dude. They're going out of control with burning these ads. You know?
Ads like one of the smallest parts of the.
Yeah. Like, we could technically probably just kite them around the entire fight. We've already one-tanked half the fight before with the tank running around like a fucking retard from this arcane shit. You know what I mean? So, people are so worried. As long as the ads die, explode casually, like not all at once, and it's not while the boss is active, I think we can live. As long as nobody's low. And casters, they gotta take a shield down, dude. Really, the whole fight is relying on that. And it's kind of because how the tanks can't pull them in fast enough that we can't do it. And I can tell these I've already told these casters they need to focus this goddamn boss. I don't know how much more I can tell these casters to focus these boss. They're gonna, I mean, that's what it's down to. Kel, I mean, I can yell at her. She's probably gonna listen next time I yell at her. I don't know about Nova. You know what I mean? I don't know what Nova's doing different than Bard, but Bard's uptime on.
I kind of want to go in there, find a pug, and tank that shit, get some practice in for those ads done, because I want to see if that D&D in the Dead Center is gonna work. Before we go in there for progression, and then just to find out that it fucking doesn't.
I guess it's a good time to tell you as well that Nova keeps whispering me about shit.
I love my wife.
Stuff like, oh, I don't know. Basically, she's having a hard time with it, etc. She hasn't said anything about your wife, but maybe she knows I like Boom.
Oh, she said a smart-ass comment in raid, I think. She's having a hard time with what?
With doing the mechanics, etc. Really odd shit.
That's why she keeps saying, why doesn't Boom do it? Why doesn't Boom do it?
I will slice that.
Then really annoying stuff like in the early days, you're like, yeah, we're gonna go to Mythic next weekend. She's like, well, Rain and Power's having a hard time with Twin Ogrons and Rage, so I don't know if we can do this to me. And it's like, I don't care. And that's not the point of the guild.
Been one of the big criers. I know. She went to Shaka and bitch thought I was gonna funnel gear to my wife and myself. She was one of the big ones with that. You know, she made the smart ass comment. I think she did, you know, when she was like, well, I guess we just don't make owls do mechanic.
Beware.
I didn't even see that. But yeah.
It's because she's pissed she has to do mechanics. Because, and that's on her. She's one of the big people that was like, oh, Booms doesn't have the gear, don't bring her in, they're not geared enough. So I didn't bring her in the first week, so she got stuck with the mechanics. Everybody that's been in this guild long enough knows, once you have a mechanic from me, you have that mechanic for life. Am I right, Kamark? He's AFK. You've been in the guild for like 2 years. If I give somebody a mechanic, they basically stuck with it, huh?
The trick
Unless
is
they
to
fail miserably, yeah.
Unless they fail miserably, like Jams. It's like you're on fucking engineer duty. Leroy, you can do belts, you're belts forever. It's really what it is, you know? They did flamethrowers because Boom wasn't in there. And then I'm not gonna go, alright, since we wiped 5 times because Nova and Bart couldn't get the flamethrowers, they were learning it, you know? So now we're just gonna throw a whole new person in here. Alright, let's go, learn the flamethrower. We'll wipe a couple times while you learn. You know, like she had 1 attempt tonight, and they're like, I was just like, I'm not putting her on the fucking orbs for 1 goddamn attempt. Let's just go. Just suck the fucking orb up. This is everybody's last attempt. She's one of the big ones, man. She's like, she's been dying a lot. And she's not liking it. She's pissed off. I don't tell her. She won gear. I mean, even fucking up. Like, she wanted to trinket off Twin Ogron, and she died so many times in that fight. And she don't like it. I mean, she can leave, man. Like, that's where I'm at. Like, these people can fucking leave and let me, like, honestly rebuild this goddamn guild from the ground up. If that's what it's gonna come to.
That's not bad. I figured the rings would cost like a fortune, but 950 gold for 680.
So yeah, the lower ones are pretty cheap. or something.
Well, the legendary cloaks were like, or no, the meta gems were 5k, so I was expecting 680 ring for tanking to be
I thought the
stupid.
meta gems were just 5 primals, right?
Yeah, sorry. I don't know what the hell was
The
5k
capes
then.
were 7k.
3k for the eye that you put in the weapon, and then yeah, the cape was like 7.5k.
Fuck that cape. That's a lot of gold, man.
I remember.
Killer disconnected.
It was nothing.
You wanna heal or tank this? It's like, let me go get my cloak.
Yeah, it's like I'm kind of surprised at how many whispers you get, because that would have been, it's just part of raid. Deal with it.
I'll do. I get so many whispers. It's starting to piss me off.
I'm just gonna whisper you enjoyable cat facts from now on in raid.
That's what you mean. Like you'll whisper me every now and then. I just fucking ignore it because I'm trying to do other stuff because I've already answered so many people. Or I'll type people back up like K.
Beware.
K. Yeah, I mean, overflowing energy is the #1 damage dealer to us. It did 27% of my damage. Expel fire, like it's just gonna keep ramping up until we can get rid of that shield. Kitties. I'm more of a dog person.
I just
Cats
had
are
to
the
give you a
most
stupid
popular
question.
pet in the United States. There are 88 million pet cats and 74 million dogs.
Jeez.
Now
Grand
I gotta look
Cross,
that up.
the deversion
A group of
connected.
cats is called
Grand
a
Cross, the
clouder.
deversion entered channel.
It's called a piece of shit.
Tell me more.
There are cats who have survived falls from over 32 stories or 320 meters onto concrete.
Wow. I need to know more.
I'm intrigued, yeah.
Cats
Please
have over
elaborate.
20 muscles that control their ears.
I did not know that.
Time to go to cat genitalia.
Cats sleep for 70% of their lives.
Damn.
Damn.
Cat.
Challenge.
Carol's still sleeping.
Dude, I called him twice.
Oh, dude, he didn't go to bed until what, B2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's probably asleep. He's probably dead tired.
Yeah, he's out, man.
They need to like buff Shield Slam obscenely so that I can stay Gladiator.
Charge. Shield turn into shield charge when Gladiator stands.
Yeah, whatever happened to shield charge? I take it out E-Train?
Shield Charge is still there.
Shield Slam turned into shield charge.
It doesn't go on damage, it buffs all of your other damage.
Oh, I thought it still did damage.
No, it's just a self buff for 20% damage to Devastate, Heroic Strike, Revenge, and Shield Slam. Well, they nerfed my Shield Slam and Revenge by 20%. What am I gonna do?
So we go Avatar.
Reroll Fury.
I'm working on it, but I need another one-hander. At least
My
one-hander's perfectly optimized. Yeah, itemized.
Titan's Griff for now. If you have two-handers, it'll be better than Glad, right?
One-handers dual wielding are better at 630. Anything Fury past that is better.
So are warriors Fury starved, or are they okay in
Do
that
they still
department?
use the same item? Itemization for one-hander and two-hander?
I don't know off the top of my head because I'm paying too much attention to
I would
Gladiator.
find that out, because as you're gearing and you plan on going two-hander anyway, you might just want to start looking at stats for two-hander.
You actually geared up for Gladiator? Did you think I was going to be permanently good?
I like Gladiator because Fury is brain dead now.
This guy.
It's like playing a Frost DK.
Like you didn't expect them to be nerfed, you were just like, fuck it, I'll gear up for this spec.
Don't try to misdirect that towards
I don't know.
me.
Glad seems.
Yeah,
I love
Steal
Steel Beef.
I mean, dual wield Frost is really a dumbed down class.
Hey.
Really dumbed down.
But,
Idra, you did 3 abilities the entire fucking fight, dude. Minus Revenge. You might have Thunderclapped once, maybe once.
Whoa.
You might have thought of thunderclapping, 29k? Yeah, you thought of
What
thunderclapping.
the Dragon Roar? Come on.
Oh my, I'm not counting talent. Devastate, heroic strike, shields.
I gotta do shield charges.
Oh my god. That's dumb down.
I got a heroic leap and charge.
Dude, look at mine. Scroll down and see how many abilities I have. It's crazy.
Most of those are procs.
Shut up. You mean pass. I got Fire Nova, Flame Shock, that's 2. Storm Strike 3, Lava Lash 4. We won't count CDs. Lightning Bolt 5, Wind Strike 6, Frost Shock 7, Searing Totem 8, Chain Lightning 9. And that's it. I'm not gonna count my 2 pets, which is 10, 11.
I was also going to point out, I really think we could 4 heal if we healed more efficiently and better.
It'd be close. Yeah, it's the shield, dude. Like, it's just ramping up the damage. That's why fire hurts so much right now. Later parts in the fight, he's got like 7, 8 stacks, dude, and he's just fucking nuking us. How many abilities is cool? Kamorga has a good bit of ability. He's got a nice interrupt. He's just fucking interrupt them ads 3 times.
Interrupt? What?
What the fuck were you interrupting on Korra?
I don't. It's probably my fucking arcane torrent.
Yeah, that's what it was, I guarantee you. They were immune, in case you're wondering. But you got a good bit, Kamorga. Holy shit.
You should look at mine.
You have 8.
Actually, they're not bad.
I was saying, you don't have that much.
Yeah.
We're probably the only class that's even close. Let's look at a mage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. You got a Conan Cold.
Yeah, I got a deal dance too, so crazy.
Yeah. Still not harder than Hand Shaman.
None of these classes are hard anymore.
Get an Hand Shaman, dude. I'm telling you.
What, you want me to level mine, boy?
Please level 1, dude. Please. Please. You're gonna get on, you go, what the fuck? You did the same thing on beta, you got on, you're like, holy shit.
Stupid.
I'm rocking 26% haste, almost 27.5% with a food buff.
I love sending Shock all of my trash. I think that's the best part of the day.
You've been sending me the trash, thank you for stopping.
You're welcome.
Send him all your trash.
Yep.
94% for 645 brace.
Awesome.
Here's hope.
So this fucking table, so I just have to lasso them and follow them around for like 2 minutes.
Yep.
Dude, it's so boring, dude. Fucking.
So annoying.
Also, can I point out, if any one of our raiders are lower item level than my ult, we should be allowed to kick them. Because he's, like, super under-geared. Just saying.
I was looking at that yesterday, man. Like, we got some of the top item level and DPS in the guild is all people's mains and then their ults. Like, the top 10 people is like 6 people and 4 ults of them people. I do Spirit Lodge. I'm doing a Spirit Lodge.
The mongrels you are.
This should be my medium building. Tavern?
I wouldn't. It's a pain in the ass now that you gotta do the entire
Level 3
dungeon.
doesn't even mean shit. They're like, oh, you unlock treasure, but treasure missions don't even give you anything.
Alright, I'm gonna go trading post then.
I like this. My barn is starting to give me savage blood. It's a nice little change.
But you're starting to get
Yeah. Yeah, it's I finally got my barn up to level 3 and now it's giving it to me.
Gotcha.
After capping elites. It's a long fucking haul. Like I feel like it's not even worth it, but I have to wait for like the output of the Savage Bloods.
I've made like 30k off of Savage Blood so far.
Yeah. Are you making them from your barn, or are you just
Barn.
Ah.
Cast them down! Let the scavengers below feed on their pulse. Behold the might of the Arakor! Ah! Servants! Protect your master!
I agree, B.
We will always soar!
I feel like you can AFK in an Ashen for like a good hour, and you'd get like like 2,000 bones or some shit like that.
Oh, them bones are easy to get, huh?
I know, right? Like, day one, I entered it, got like 1,008. I was like, okay, this is 45 minutes well spent.
Yeah, I spent like 45 minutes. I got 300, 400. I just went in, fucking spread flame shock on all the ads, died, and moved on with my life.
Yep.
For Azeroth.
So what is the eye level of Jimmy's ult, since we have to be aware of what eye level Jimmy's ult is?
630?
But you, Commander,
6-2, that's
are
not so
my
bad.
greatest resource. Between the skill of your allies and the might of your garrison, there is not a stronghold that can withstand you. Under your command, the Horde's greatest warriors will engage Gromash and but I will be concentrating on the single greatest threat to the safety of Azeroth. Gul'dan, darkness incarnate. In all my years, Gul'dan is the craftiest, most diabolical foe I have ever encountered. I hold myself accountable for his release. We must find and eliminate Gul'dan and his nascent Shadow Council.
So what elite monsters do you kill for
With your help,
your higher chance at Savage Blood anyway,
I
Jimmy?
will ask a great deal of you. I will task you.
It depends on what you want.
Hoof bowls?
It depends on what you want. If you want leather, then you do the clef hooves. If you want fur,
Doing, fur, and that
the
they
wolves.
just shit it out like no one's business. Like, it's ridiculous.
And then the meat is the hippos and shit.
Yeah.
There, it is done. Now to find Gul'dan.
631 and 637 in Bay. How the hell did I get to 637?
Observe and reflect. Keep your Pexis crystals are common among the most dangerous parts of Draenor. You will find them immensely
Be careful,
useful as you
champion.
augment your equipment.
Hi, how are you? You have a great day now.
Safe travels.
Jimmy disconnected.
So wait, do we actually have raiders that aren't 630 eye level? Like, is that a thing?
I'm a 609. I'm really working on it.
It's 2 skill, bro. 2 skill.
Too good. I'm sure soon I'll be able to queue for LFR.
I gotta get those silver proving grounds, man.
Man, bronze was really difficult. I could only make it to wave 2. Those mad hobbits, they killed me in an instant.
They were all like, I got more than 2 ads, so I'm gonna wipe you, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Peace, friend. Farewell.
This land is nothing like Azeroth.
have many, many wares. May your feet find good trails.
I know, right?
What can I help you with? Strength. This is a savage land.
We must protect our home.
Mukra, may the spirit Earth Mother willing, you and the Shadow Hunters will expel the war song
Stop
from
touching me!
Core root L connected. Core root L entered channel.
What up?
Carol is alive, guys. Look, we have proof.
I really think I was gonna sleep this fucking long.
Did you at least enjoy your sleep?
I did.
Good.
I called you, dude. Fuck.
You gave your number to a 14-year-old Irish kid? What's wrong with you?
I'm 10 years old. Calm down.
Oh yeah, okay, that means it's acceptable then.
Dude, I sleep through like everything. I don't think calling is gonna help.
Unless it's me calling, apparently.
Shan's the only one who can wake me up. For some reason, when he called, I like instantly woke the fuck up. You guys killing programmers?
No. You brought Boom in. What do you think?
Oh, that's depressing.
Damn. Wait, what boss?
We didn't even kill Cobra, Carol.
Ha! Are we talking normal mode or heroic?
Talking heroic.
Damn, son. What eye level is Boom? I thought she'd be decent.
She's 630.
Ah. That'll improve in time.
What kind of DPS was she doing?
About 13k.
Ah! She's doing something wrong. She's definitely doing something wrong.
Died every single attempt.
Oh, that'll definitely be it, but I mean, like, Boomkins are actually pretty decent on charts right now.
You know, yesterday when we were doing dungeons and shit, Hedrix told me that his wife beats my Boomkin in DPS. I was just like, I don't know what to say to that.
You can't say anything, dude.
Just say you lie.
I was
Simple.
I was like, Boomkins suck ass until like I can burst like upper 30, 40k, but like they fall off like instantly. And I was like, I can hold like 20, 22k until you get like best in slot gear. And he's like, oh dude, my wife can do 30k. Like I really don't know what to fucking say when
So
he
now
like
that we're
says shit.
using, you know, like 660 eye level DPS.
I have 20 eye levels on her and I can't even like hold like 27, 28k. Like there's no fucking way.
I want to level a fire mage. Are they okay now since they buffed Molten Core by a retarded amount?
The raid Molten Core.
No, like, dude, you don't understand. They buffed Molten Core from 5% to 15% for some ungodly reason. They were just like, okay, guys, we gotta make it viable. We gotta make it super duper viable.
Hey, what happened to that guild for the Ward?
I believe that's an achievement.
Jeep.
Like, they were third in the world, and I knew they had that raid leader that just yelled at them.
Is that what you want to be, Kamork? You want to be the guy that yells at everyone?
That's what it takes to get shit done.
Sounds kind of gay. Sounds like people take the game too serious, you know? Unless you're getting paid for it, that's when you, like, take it serious. It's like the only acceptable reason to take it serious.
I don't know. I've never enjoyed raiding and just wiping all night.
It sucks, man. Fucking sucks.
Like when I I go into a raid, like I expect the people to learn the progression boss, and as soon as like people get it down, you kill it, and if you can't get it down, you just replace the people that can't.
So, you got a new tank today? What's the deal with that? What?
You said we got a new tank?
Yeah, we get a new tank.
It's probably a Prot's replacement.
Oh, not Cameron?
No. He's not replacing Camera, dude. You can't lose Drak.
Yeah.
Oh, I fucking hate that dude.
Why? He was your tanking buddy.
Halt our whole raid night because we have to end early because of them. Because Drak's gotta go to school and Cameron drives a fucking semi truck for a living, so he's gotta go to bed so he can wake up early. Like it's stupid. I wanna see this content. Like I'm like the only one, or I'm sorry, it's like 5 of us that are ready for Mythic. Everyone else still needs to do fucking normal.
The problem, like, we should have killed Captain Crunch last night, but the issue that we have is our tanks seriously said nothing to each other. Like, you can't raid end content and have tanks that don't say a goddamn word. Like, they're the things that need to be most fucking vocal in a raid comp, and like, call out shit, and you can't just have a tank that's never like, they never are like, taunt, I'm at this many stacks, so I fucked up, I need you to take this right now. I'm gonna kite, or I'm gonna grab this head, you focus on this. Like, they don't say shit to each other, dude. So when things go wrong, they're just like, okay, whatever, they remain silent. Like, we can't have that shit.
It's not gonna change.
You'll see. Like, when we get into Mythic and shit's the same way. Like, when we get no progression in, this is what it's seriously gonna take. We're gonna have to suffer for fucking ever before he realizes that we need to replace a lot of people, or that those people need to change. Cause like, Highball is so shitty right now. Like, I think what we should focus on as a guild to make sure to go in the Blackrock strong, like the raid that matters, and we can always go back and clear Mythic Highball after Blackrock, is we should fucking...
When does Blackrock come out anyways?
Like January 27th, or February, like the 1st of February, something around there. But we should just recruit now, and see like the competent recruits in Highball before we actually get into Blackrock, where we want to do progression, and fucking get people
It's
full
not gonna make up
heroic.
for the fact that we have shit tanks and we gotta deal with his wife and shit.
That's all, but like, we're always gonna have his wife, dude. Like, we know this. That shit's never gonna change. The only way that would change is if every single person went up to him and they're like, look,
Hey, how you doing?
boom, halts progression. And they're like, she doesn't fucking help anything. Blah, blah, blah. We give them all, it has to be a guild thing. We can't just have like one person go up and be like, hey dude, your fucking wife can't pull her own weight. He'll just be like,
that person would get kicked.
yeah, like, he'll just be like, I don't give a fuck who you are, I'm kicking you, so.
Alright, come work her up.
Yeah, dude, like, I don't know. He always says he's like, I hate people with package deals, but like, he's the same fucking way.
Hey, dude, he's a hypocrite.
isn't ready for raiding. Like she's not geared enough for raiding. Like if she was full geared, it might be a different fucking story. Because even a shit player with a lot of gear can do decent.
Kill gnarly cough.
Yeah.
I'm just sick of not killing anything with all this fucking gear.
But like another thing, dude, is she can't do a lot. Like she can't starfall. Like this is the thing. On Korag, if I was on my kin and ads came out, I would give tanks 5 seconds to pick them up, and then I'm starfalling. And if I get aggro and die, that's on those tanks, and I will bitch at them. And if they're like, you need to give us a
Oh,
second.
dude, I was like, tanks need to pick up their shit, right? And Cameron's like, quit blaming us. He's getting all emotional and shit in the
Yeah,
officer
like,
chat.
that shit doesn't work. When I'm like healing, it doesn't matter, because it doesn't, like, I don't get aggro and shit. But if I'm DPSing and I fucking die because tanks don't pick shit up, dude, I will bitch at them until they fucking get their shit straight. I don't give a fuck. Like, and we told we told Hetrix this morning, I was like, dude, your wife, if she's not allowed to starfall because tanks can't pick shit up, I said, fuck that shit. That's their job. Like, if you can't AoE grip them all in, blood boil, spam whatever you need, death and decay, go into like a fucking nullification door.
You can literally DN or defile down, whichever talent you're using, right? And then you could save your empowering rune weapon, which will give you like 3 extra blood boils for that specific moment. Like, I don't understand.
For the first 6 wave of that, like the first wave of 6 ads, you can be like AoE grip, blood boil, pull them into a barrier. Like that's all you need to get aggro. Aggro's still ridiculous for tanks. You just have to do a couple things to get it. Second one, you can have like beef AoE grip, and then you can blood boil, empower rune weapon, blood boil, go into one of those little puddles, and then just AMS so you don't get silenced, and just keep blood boiling. Like, but that's not what they do. Like, a lot of people right now, dude, they don't know utility from their classes. Like, they don't fucking know that, like Nova, she was like, shit, I should be using Windwalk for that frozen orb. Like, she never used it until, like, we went in as a 10-man.
Yeah, but she called out Boom tonight, and then Boom was like, did you hear that bitch say something in officer chat? And I just kept my mouth shut, being like, don't even get anyone started. Your DPS fucking blows.
Since when did Nova become an officer?
She didn't.
Oh, not Nova, Boom.
Yeah,
Boom.
He made a comment about Nova, and I was thinking to myself, you have no fucking room to talk. Like, I'm not buddy with Boom. I don't fucking like her.
She's really fucking angry for some reason. This tier of rating for being back for like 1 week. Like, she's told Hetrix that it's fucking ruined, and like it's his guild, he should do what he wants. And she told him that like every day he comes in, he's like, yeah, my wife fucking hates these new recruits. She fucking hates these people and hates this. And
That's what he just said tonight.
like, God damn,
Said he's
like,
probably gonna kick everybody and rebuild the guild.
That's what he was saying.
Fuck it then, like, let him kick everyone. I don't give a fuck. He's not gonna kick us, regardless of what we think. He's never gonna kick us, dude. Like, there's
He's
no
not
way.
gonna kick Boom either.
I know.
Boom would become main, and we'd be fucked.
Well, I mean, honestly, it's gonna be like a 20-man raid. We can at least carry one person. It's not a big fucking deal. She can be dead all she wants. That's how I view it.
Oh, it wasn't Siege, like...
Well, I mean, 10-man, that was way harder carrying one person. We gotta admit that. That was like a feat of strength on itself.
I
For
don't know
Mythic.
why he won't let me recruit anything over like 645 or something.
I think because like
Fuck it, I'm gonna change this macro.
I think he just doesn't let people recruit because the people that Shock has recruited, like you get enough of those and you just want to kill yourself. Yeah.
No, I think his thing is that if you recruit people with high item level, they're gonna come in here and tell us what to do.
Yeah, he doesn't want people to be elitists. He doesn't want people that already have the gear to come in and be like, okay, you guys are doing this wrong. He doesn't want to hear that shit.
They're doing it anyways and they have low item level. He needs to suck that shit up. Like, it's gonna happen. Everyone's gonna be opinionated.
Like, this is the thing, like, I what I don't understand is, like, he was really pissed. Like, this is the thing that I don't get. When you're a GM and your raiders do stupid shit, like what happened last night, like, how the fuck can you have your healer be like calling shit out, and then Petrix is like, hey, you don't need to call everything out, just focus on healing, dude. Like, we can handle
I
that.
know, man.
And then Jimmy was like, when it came up for him to trank, he didn't say a word. I didn't even see him trank. And I was like, hey, where the fuck's our trank at? Did you trank? And he's like, I was told not to say anything, so I'm not fucking calling anything out.
Yeah, I heard you. Like, are you fucking serious?
I was like, that's just grounds for. No one said anything. I was just like, you're a fucking idiot, dude. Like, like this is just grounds for a fucking kick. Like, if I was an officer or a leader of a guild, I would just be like, call shit out. Don't fucking say stupid shit. I was like, you're a healer. Call out your tranks. Call out your personals. That's all you need to fucking do. Don't fucking call out a fucking 20-minute sentence of why you're not doing this or why you're doing this because of this reason. Like, there's no need for that shit.
I don't get what's up with that. Why does Jimmy always narrate the shit that he does? Like, it's the most annoying thing.
He's commentating.
And today, I am going to rejuvenate my target because he needs healing. He is low health. Yes. I believe that would be the proper thing to do.
That guy's fucking weird. Like, I really think that's like what goes through his head, and then he has to tell the guild. He's like, I'm a good healer, so I'm just gonna tell them everything I do, make them proud of me.
And he's kind of a dick to everybody. Like, holy shit. Like, I know I'm an asshole, but holy fuck. Like, he just rubs me the wrong way when he talks about people some ways.
Yeah, he's like, first night of raiding, he's like, can I say something mean? And he's like, what did he say? I know he said, like, fuck off. Like,
First night,
or no shit. He said no shit.
We killed Kargath, and High Uncle, our new recruits, we didn't know were gonna be good or not, were like, hey, I've read some shit, we need to do it like this, and Petrix was like, fuck it, fine, we'll do it like this, and at the end, we killed it, and we killed it doing that strat, and High Uncle was like, see, I told you, and Jimmy was like, can I say something mean? And everyone didn't say anything, and then he's just like, no fucking shit. That's all he said. Like, and there was no reason for that.
What a gay ass.
They're just like, that fucking guy is a goddamn trip.
Autistic or something.
I see him as like a lard ass manager of McDonald's and fucking Canadian.
Did you say Canadian?
Yeah, he's Canadian.
Yeah, Jimmy's Canadian.
No. I know he's Canadian. But I was just asking if you said Canadian.
Canadian.
He must be French-Canadian.
Dude, like, man, I don't fucking know. Like, I don't think Canadians should play this game. They're too fucking friendly, and they all are bad.
Greetings.
I just want to kill shit. I don't care who I kill it with.
Jamaicans? You want to kill with the Jamaicans?
Greetings, man.
With the trolls?
Like, I like progressing, but I'd rather have it with a group that I can actually fucking stand, you know?
Come get them.
Yeah, it's a problem, like an internal problem, when you hate your fucking guild members.
Yeah, dude. Cause all it takes is one fucking miscomment, and then someone's gonna rip off on someone else like no one's business. That's not gonna be good.
That's what it is right now. Like, that's everything. Everything we do, like, no
Everyone's
matter
so
what.
tense right now, it's ridiculous.
Like, honestly, I'm like the only one here who just doesn't give a fuck. Everyone's like so butthurt, and I'm like, yeah.
And the funny thing is, we only have like 30 wipes on that bot.
Correct.
Yep.
Nice.
But the fight is 10 minutes long because our DPS sucks. It's intended to be like an 8-minute fight, but we extended like 2 to 3 minutes because our DPS is finger up their ass and nothing.
And then Kalmarley's doing a whopping 8K, and I'm like, shit, son.
Boom, Nova, it's women, dude. Like, hands down.
Like, I know, like, the damage nerf on the fight is hard, but I'm ending that shit at 15, 16K with fucking Demonology.
I ranked on a boomkin on that fight. Like, there's no excuse for these fucking people to be doing what they're doing.
Even since we put healers in tonight on the orbs and in the nullification barrier, the DPS could just nuke, dude. And boom, died like instantly.
Like, makes sense. I don't know what the fuck she does. Like when I was healing her, at the start of Korag, she goes over to the other side of the room with High Uncle and just sits there, and she's out of range of heals.
Who?
Boom. Boom and
I
High
remember
Uncle.
that. She was like, Boom is in Africa, and then she died, and I was like, lol.
Yeah, like, High Uncle and Boom, like, as soon as she started taking damage, it was like, hey, Boom's out of range. Boom's in fucking Africa. I was like, we can't get to her. And then Frozen Orb came down and killed her. And I was just like, we can't fucking heal. Like, and then they're like, we don't want to be stacked up with the rest of the range because we want to be able to maintain deeps and not get trampled. Like, they're fucking dumb. Fucking logic these people have is like beyond retarded.
I like how that gladiator building actually gives me PvP gear. That's really nice. That's a nice touch.
Then we got fucking hero.
I like that haha from Wowhead. He understands that we are currently on patch 6.0.3, right?
He doesn't understand that that was BC times and WoW times or Rat times and shit. So he's like,
And then Eero went silent.
Probably feels like a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
I don't know how that guy smiles every day, dude, when everyone hates him.
Who, Eero?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's just he just has a positive attitude. He's like jams, I guess.
me and coworker going off. Hero and guild chat was just
Yeah,
like,
he said some shit. What did he say?
he was just like, yeah, I don't even know why the fuck I'm in this guild. I don't even get to raid, and group 2 dissolved, and I haven't even been like able to get into the raid, and you guys just raid without me. I never get invited. He's like, I don't even know why I'm in this guild. I'm thinking about leaving, and no one said a word.
No one was like, oh no man, we're gonna miss you.
It was like 4 a.m. and he was just, I was ranting, right? Saying my shit, and all of a sudden Eero pops in, because Jimmy was trying to like counter my shit. Fucking hate Jimmy.
Oh, that fucking hate Jimmy. Fucking hate him. Worse than Hitler.
He's not that bad, but yeah.
He might be worse than Hitler in the WoW world. It could be a thing.
So is the wormhole centrifuge any good? Because I just crafted it and it sent me somewhere in the sky. I think it's used for killing people.
The what?
Let me link it. It's like it creates like a mage portal thing, and you can click on it and it sends you to a few select locations, but the one place it sent me to was like in the sky above like this weird marsh when I chose through the shadow. It was really weird. What? No, I didn't die. But I looked at it on Wowhead and it's saying like multiple locations will actually just kill you right out. It's supposed to be like that Dalaran portal that mages have. The old Dalaran portal.
You never use those wormhole generators?
No, never.
Yeah, they're random anywhere. So in the air.
Why is Jimmy leveling his fucking warrior? Like, he sucked ass on his warrior.
Because he's good at a warrior, bro.
Like that anyone who is less good than my ult should be kicked from the guild. I was like, what?
He's so random.
I was just like, who is this hostile fucker and why is he still in the guild?
What?
Like, I was just like, I know, like, fucking anyone below 630 eye level should not be raiding, but I was just like, shit, that's like a decision a guild leader
Yeah,
makes.
Jimmy came out of nowhere and he was just like, so can anyone who's lower than 630, my alt, be kicked from the guild?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It was like one of those things, like, everyone was like, is this guy serious? Yeah, exactly. Like, it was like, why?
I think he just, like, talks the talk sometimes. Like,
it's just an asshole.
Some irrelevant ass shit. Him and Hero.
At least Hero isn't fucking mean to for no fucking reason. Like, holy shit. Jimmy just has some fucking problems. Like, he's never, like, been mean to me ever, but holy fuck, he says some weird shit to people.
Hey, when did Headtricks get offline? Did he say anything to anyone?
Nah, I kinda just left after I entered Mumble. He was like, yeah, I'm glad Cal stopped sending me his trash, and I was like, yeah, I started sending him to Shock. And it was like a little 20 minutes later, he just left. He just pieced the fuck out. How is Brew not a little pickle like me? You should be a social raider. This is confusing.
His fucking wife. Like, what?